WrestleMania 40 is happening this weekend, and I haven't been this excited for a wrestling show in a very long time, so I thought it'd be really cool to do a prediction video on who I think is going to win each match. I'm aware it's probably really weird to see this video show up in your feed because my channel is mostly gaming content and a couple movie reviews, but like I said, I am a huge pro wrestling fan. I actually do Wrestling Wednesdays every single week on Twitch, and I thought it'd be fun for just this one-off to do a prediction video. We're going to go through all the matches and just talk about my excitement for each of them and who I think is going to win. You guys can obviously play along in the comments down below and predict all the winners as well, and let me know if you guys want more wrestling content in here, because I am watching it weekly and I do watch all the PLEs, so if you guys want more content wrestling related on here too, let me know in the comments down below. I am planning a WrestleMania review on Monday, but after that, probably just going to go back to just gaming unless you guys ask for more. Alright, let's go through all 13 matches that are planned for WrestleMania 40 and who I think are going to win each match. The first match we're going to talk about is this one right over here, the 6-women tag team match between Jade Cargill, Naomi, Bianca Belair, and Damage Control. It got put very quickly. I am kind of excited about this. I won't lie to you guys, I'm not the biggest Jade Cargill fan. I've seen her a lot in AEW, and if anyone knows my past history of all my reactions and everything in pro wrestling before, I've talked a lot of shit about her in the past, about how I've never really seen anything great from her in the ring. But she's now in the WWE. She's been hopefully practicing a lot behind the scenes. We haven't seen her in the ring in a very long time. We saw her at the Rumble, and at the Rumble, she only did a couple things that looked great, but again, it helped hide her weaknesses, and I'm hoping that in this case, same idea, we're not going to see everything she can do, or if she does a lot, hopefully we're going to see some improvement. I am going to guess that Jade, Naomi, and Bianca are going to win this match. I can't really see Damage Control winning in this one, and I'm curious to see enough as to what they're going to do with Jade after this as well. Next, we got the Philly Street Fight, which I don't give a shit about. I am not excited for this match at all. I personally think that this should have been on Friday Night SmackDown, and the Andre the Giant Battle Royale should have been on WrestleMania instead. I think the Battle Royale has Ricochet, Andrade, Chad Gable, Shinsuke. There's just way more people that I care for, and I feel like that they've been more entertaining and interesting throughout the whole year than these 6 fucks right over here. I don't have much to say except I don't really care. I'm going to go Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, but I haven't been enjoying the story at all. Now we've got the tag team match between Dirty Dom and Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. And this is another one where I was excited for the story that was happening on SmackDown for the last month, 2 months at this point, but I swear I thought this was going towards a huge battle and have like LWO and Legado del Fantasma in there, but it's just a tag match. Find it very weird. I really wish that they had made it just like the whole 5v5 or 4v4. This is going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fine match, but I do feel like it's not what I wanted it to be at WrestleMania. I'm guessing their goal is to do this tag match and then shenanigans, and then we're going to get the big 5v5 or 4v4, maybe a Backlash or in the future. I don't know what's the next exact paper. It's probably, normally it's Backlash. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun match. I'm not like super excited about this one because I was hoping for a bit more. I like everything that's going on with these 4, but it feels like there's a lot of other characters that should be involved. And I don't know if they're going to do a lot with all the teams, considering other matches like the Philly Street Fight and also the main event of night 1, which we'll talk about. It feels like they can't do that too often in the same day because it's going to get repetitive. So it feels like this one's just going to be a regular tag, which is very weird. I'm going to go with Dirty Dom and Santos on this one. I can see it go either way, but Ray won last year. I feel like Dirty Dom needs to get the win back over his dad this year, though. So next, we've got LA Knight versus AJ Styles. And I'll be honest, I like LA Knight on the mic. Don't think he's that great in the ring. I like AJ Styles a lot, but he hasn't had a lot of great WrestleMania matches. So the story has been really good. I actually like it. It's been going on since January, even since the Fatal 4-Way at the Rumble. They've done a great job of really showing us that these two hate each other. And they've built it up in a really interesting way every single week. I really like the back and forth that we've been seeing, but I don't have high hopes on this match being that great at WrestleMania. That's a good thing, though, because that means they can just surprise me and be better than expected. I really hope maybe this is the year AJ finally gets a WrestleMania epic match. He had a good match against Shane McMahon. He had a fun boneyard match with Undertaker, but everything else, like his Shinsuke match, wasn't that great. So I don't know. We'll see. LA Knight, like I said, great on the mic. I really do like him, but he hasn't impressed me in the ring yet. But I'm hoping they prove me wrong. I'm going to give this match to LA Knight. I think he's had a great year, and I think that they want to really give him his moment at WrestleMania, which sucks because that means AJ still doesn't get a moment. So yeah, LA Knight for this one. Next up, we got the triple threat match for the US title between Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens, and I am very excited for this match. I have really found their story to be entertaining. Found it weird that it ended up being a triple threat. I thought they were going in a whole other direction with Logan Paul, LA Knight, and other stuff, but I'm happy with this. I think this is going to be a great match. I really like the whole Randy, Kevin being friends and everything. Just getting it out of the way, I think Logan Paul's going to win this. I don't see him losing the title, especially with SummerSlam being in his hometown. They seem to be really building towards that at SummerSlam. So I think Logan Paul's going to win this, but I am excited. I think it's going to be a great match. Really fun time. I've enjoyed the whole storyline. Love what they're doing with Logan Paul in the ring as a wrestler. I think he's been very entertaining and very impressive every single time. Kevin's just been incredible, and Randy's on a great run since he's been back. Then we've got the Bloodline C-tier rivalry between Jimmy and Jay. And it's really sad to say that because I was very excited for this match. They obviously had this plan all the way since last year with a lot going on throughout the year. So I feel like once we get to WrestleMania, the hype package promo video that they're going to have right before the match is going to get me very excited about it. But the last couple weeks, they haven't done much to get us excited about this match, which really sucks because Jimmy and Jay should be a great match. I don't think this is going to suck. And their story's been good throughout the whole year. It's just this last month that I feel like they didn't do enough there to get this match to be the hype. They've been really just the side characters to the whole Roman, Cody, Rock, and Seth story, which just felt really weird. I am very excited to see Jey Uso's entrance with the crowd. I really hope the crowd does it properly with him. Look, the match is going to be great. I have no concerns about the match itself. I just wish that the last couple of weeks got us more excited because the year has made it exciting, not the month. I feel like this should be a very obvious Jey wins, but it is Bloodline. I feel like there could be some shenanigans with Solo or anything like that. I really hope not. I hope they keep this clean. I'm going to stick to Jey Uso, but I wouldn't be shocked if they gave this one to Jimmy. Then we've got the Intercontinental Championship match between the champion Gunther and Sami Zayn. Sami has been one of my favorites for a long time, so I'm super excited for this match. Gunther's just been incredible in the ring. And they've done a pretty good job with the story. I feel like when Sami won the championship opportunity, I felt it was kind of like, oh, weird, they didn't give it to Chad. But since then, I feel like they've done a great job building this thing up. I really like how they got Chad involved in the story as well. I am super pumped. I feel like this is going to be an excellent match. I feel like this is another one that a lot of people are like, obviously Gunther's going to win. But I wouldn't be surprised if Sami's going to win this. Gunther's been on top for a long time, but I also feel like, spoiler for one of my later predictions, I feel like with Cody winning the title, he's going to need some big heels to fight him for the championship now that probably because Roman's going to leave as always. And so maybe this is the time you give the belt to Sami and then we build Gunther up to be the next main event star in the long run. I know a lot of people wanted Chad to win it, and I kind of also think Chad should probably be the one. So I'm going to stick to Gunther as my prediction, but I would not be surprised if they do give it to Sami, and then they start building Gunther up for the main event with Cody or someone else in the future. I feel like it's probably getting close. I know there's a huge pay-per-view coming up in Berlin. I forgot the name, but there's a show coming up, and there's been a lot of rumors about Gunther being a big deal in that show, so maybe they're going to set that up. I don't remember how far it is, though, so I'm going to stick to Gunther for this one, though. Oh, boy, I can't wait for this one, everybody. A 6-team ladder match, a 12-person ladder match. I love my WrestleMania ladder matches. Even the worst Money in the Bank ladder matches have been excellent. This is going to be a train wreck, and I cannot wait to see it. So we got Judgment Day, DIY, New Catch Republic. I feel like that's the name. A-Town Down, Awesome Truth, and The New Day. This is going to be wild. And they actually announced on Monday that the match is for both sets of titles. And I don't know how they're going to set it up, but the match continues until we have 2 winners, or one team takes both sets of belts, or 2 teams take 2 each set of belt as well. So that means that they're splitting the belt. That's basically them just saying, we're doing it. We're splitting the belt. So this is an interesting one because I feel like there's a lot of different opportunities here. I think I can instantly say Judgment Day are going to lose both belts. I would not be shocked by that. I'm also willing to bet that the New Day are not going to win at WrestleMania, unfortunately. And I also feel like it is a guarantee we're getting 2 winners. I don't think we're going to have one team win both belts. So those are the 3 things that are guaranteed. From there, there's a lot of options here. Awesome Truth, I've had their story with the Judgment Day. DIY, New Catch Republic, and A-Town Down, I feel like could be the second team outside of Awesome Truth. So here's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of people who say it's obvious Awesome Truth are going to win it because of the whole thing with the Judgment Day. I feel like Awesome Truth don't need this. I feel like Triple H, being the one in charge of everything, wants to probably give the belts to his boys. And what I mean by his boys, I mean his NXT crew, which is DIY and New Catch Republic. I have a feeling that that's my prediction. I'm going to guess DIY for the Raw side of the belts and New Catch Republic for the SmackDown side. It's probably really weird to have 2 babyface teams, so I wouldn't be shocked if A-Town Down won it. But I have this feeling that, yes, give Awesome Truth their moment, but do they really need it? I feel like DIY and the rest need it more. I think that it's better to give opportunities for the tag team division to grow by having, if we're going to reset and have 2 sets of titles, give them to 2 actual teams, which are DIY and New Catch Republic. Whereas like Miz and Truth are 2 single wrestlers that got put together, and then A-Town Down is the same idea. So that's kind of where I'm leaning. So I'm going to stick to my prediction as DIY and New Catch Republic, but it's probably the one that I'm probably wrong on this one though. Now we've got the Women's World Championship match between the champion Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. This is another one that I feel like took a while to get into, but I really liked the last couple of weeks, the fights and the breakup and everything, so I feel like they've built the story up well enough in my opinion. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. I don't think Rhea Ripley is going to lose. I think that she's going to hold it for a little bit longer. I think there's a couple more stories to be told with her as champion. I feel like Liv Morgan's still there. There's a couple others. And Becky doesn't really need it. And funny enough, neither one of them will get hurt by a loss here. So even if Becky wins, I don't think that ruins Rhea Ripley. She's just a star at this point. But I do feel like they're going to keep it on Rhea for at least a little bit longer. I really hope not until next year's WrestleMania, because I'm kind of getting exhausted with all these championships lasting all the way till Mania, and it's only Mania that they lose. So I feel like Rhea's going to win here, but she is going to lose it soon after. That's my prediction. Now we got Io Sky defending her championship against the Royal Rumble winner, Bayley. It's been a great story. Love the back and forth. Bayley's winning this. Done. Next, we've got Seth freaking Rollins. Hate that his name is freaking. Against Drew McIntyre for the world title. This has been a very, very fun storyline. Love that they were able to pivot into this one after the CM Punk injury. Clearly, it was supposed to be Seth and Punk, but I feel like this is a great matchup instead. And yes, we've seen them wrestle a bunch of other times, so I feel like it's kind of repetitive, but obviously with the circumstances and the switch in Drew, this is back to being very exciting. This is probably my second most anticipated match of the whole weekend. I feel like it's Drew's time. It's Drew's moment. He should win this, and I feel like him losing for the 4th time is going to be pretty bad. And he's just been doing a stellar job, and the story's right there, and I know Triple H loves it. Give it to Drew, hold it on until CM Punk comes back, give it to Punk, then we get Seth and Punk again as planned in the future, and then we get a triple threat. I feel like I've set up the next year of this world title championship storyline. But what if Damian Priest finally cashed in? What if CM Punk did something to Drew? But what if CM Punk did something to Seth? There's a lot of opportunity. I know he's only there to be a commentator, but you guys don't think he must do something, right? I don't know. If he's just there commentating and nothing else, I feel like it's a missed opportunity to build a story. I'm going to stick to Drew, but I am excited to see what they do with all of this. There's also the whole bloodline stuff. The Rock kept promising that Seth is not going to hold the title past WrestleMania. Maybe he gets involved. I'm so excited to see what they do with this. And now it's time for us to talk about the 2 main events. We're starting with the night 1 main event, which is the biggest or greatest tag team match of all time between Seth freaking Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and then The Rock and Roman Reigns. I'm so excited. I don't think that they've messed anything. Like, they messed up and they've been able to fix it. And this story has just been incredible since the conference. From the conference to now, I have loved everything. The Rock's concert, the go home show, the show before that, the final boss beating Cody in blood in the rain. Seth has just been like, it feels like people forget. I think that Seth has been like doing nothing, but his promos have been excellent. He's done a great job of balancing this story and the Drew story. I am so excited for this match. Now look, there are two sides to this. There's the what I want and what I think is going to happen. I think my prediction is, and we're going to talk about this one and the main event, the Cody and Roman Reigns Night 2 one. We're going to do both at the same time. I feel like what's going to happen, and what's the most logical one more than likely, is that during the tag match, The Rock and Roman Reigns win. Then during Bloodline Rules on Night 2, we get the whole thing that with everyone coming out on both sides, like Avengers. They've been rumored and talking about this, of like an Avengers moment of all the baby faces coming to help clear the house, and then we get Cody finally beating Roman Reigns, and that's the big moment where you've had the heels win and win and win and win, and even finished on top on Raw, and they're going to finish on top at the end of Night 1, but then we can finally get that big moment on Night 2. That feels like one big way of doing it. And I like that, and I think that that's probably a good one. My wishful thinking is that the whole mess of Avengers stuff actually happens on Night 1, because I really want a just clean-cut Night 2 singles match between Cody and Roman. But I feel like that's not what they're gonna do. I feel like they gotta give the heels just that one more win. So they're probably gonna get The Rock and Roman win on Night 1, and then Night 2 is gonna be where everything goes down. It's a crazy shit show during the Bloodline Rules match. And then Cody actually comes out on top, which will probably, this is my long-term booking stuff, and we'll talk about it in the review on Monday as well, but I'm guessing they're going to do a whole thing with Rock and Roman turning on one another and setting up stuff in the future, which I'll talk about that probably on Monday in the review after the weekend has happened. But for my prediction, I'm going to stick to what I said. I'm going to say Rock and Roman win Night 2, and then I think Cody wins Night 1. And those are my predictions for all 13 matches for WrestleMania 40. Who do you think is going to win? Comment down below. If you guys want more wrestling content, let me know down there too, because like I said, I'm planning a WrestleMania review on Monday and then going right back to just gaming unless you guys ask for more. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, subscribe, because why not? And give this video a thumbs up because it helps the algorithm. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. Enjoy WrestleMania. Bye-bye.